Students, now I am here to explain second part of change in profit sharing ratio among the existing partners, as a few things were left in the previous video. Today I am discussing revaluation of assets and liability. Whenever there is change in constitution of the partnership firm, or you can say when there is reconstitution of partnership firm, at that time assets are revalued and liabilities are reassessed. Again, there may be two ways of recording their impact. First thing, if in the question it is given that prepare a revaluation account, suppose, or partners want to show revised value of asset and liability in their new balance sheet. At that time, you have to pass this entry. For example, there is net profit on revaluation. Then you have to pass the entry revaluation account debit to all partners' capital account in their old ratio. But suppose there is net loss on revaluation, then you have to pass the entries all partners capital account debit to revaluation account. So the first way is revaluation through revaluation account, and now in the new balance sheet asset and liability will appear at their new value or at their revised value. One thing more I want to explain, that revaluation account, how is it prepared? First, listen student, journal entry. When you revalue the asset, suppose if there is an increase in the value of asset, naturally according to the rules of journalizing, entry will be asset account debit to revaluation. Asset debit the increase in asset, and revaluation credit, as it is a source of profit for the firm. If there is decrease in the value of the asset, what journal entry will take place? Revaluation account debit to asset account. If there is increase in liability, increase in liability is going to cause a loss for the firm ultimately. So your journal entry will be revaluation account debit to liability account. And suppose if liability has reduced, in that case it's a source of profit for the firm, and your entry will be liability account debit to revaluation. And sometime there is some unrecorded asset that have to be taken into account at the time of reconstitution. Then your journal entry will be unrecorded asset account debit to revaluation. Or if there has been any unrecorded liability, you have to pass the journal entry revaluation account debit to unrecorded liability. So these journal entries you have to pass when you are asked to pass journal entry regarding revaluation of asset and liability. On the basis of these journal entry, you can prepare revaluation account as well. The entries in which revaluation is debited, those will be shown on the debit side of revaluation account. The journal entries in which revaluation account is credited, for example asset account debit to revaluation, it will be posted to the credit side of revaluation account. After making posting of all the journal entry relating to revaluation, you will make a balancing of revaluation account. If credit side is higher than the debit side of revaluation account, it will result in net profit on revaluation. And if there has been net profit on revaluation, your entry will take place. You will write in the debit of revaluation account to profit transfer to all partners capital account in old ratio. But after preparation of revaluation account, if there has been any loss, means debit side is higher than the credit side, it indicates loss. Then in the credit side of revaluation account, you have to pass by loss transferred to all partners capital account in old ratio. So this was the first method. However, this revaluation account is to be revised in the chapter admission, retirement, death. In all the chapters, these aspects will be covered and more clearly. However, hereby I have defined you shortly. Okay. So revaluation, due to revaluation of asset, if any profit is arising to the firm, revaluation account will be credited. Take this criteria in mind. And due to assessment or revaluation, if there is causing any loss to the firm, then you have to debit the revaluation account. And you have to pass these entry to show the effect of net profit or loss. But this first method is to be applied when in the question either you are asked to prepare revaluation account, or it is given in the question that firm wants to show the revised value of asset and liability in the future balance sheet. But if the question is silent and it is showing that firm do not want to show revised value of asset and liability in the new balance sheet, rather it wants to retain their book value or old value in the new balance sheet, but it wants to record the impact only. In that case, you have to pass these entries. If there is net profit on revaluation, entry to be passed will be gaining partner capital or current account debit to sacrificing partner capital or current account. Hereby again you have to calculate sacrifice or gain of each and every partner, and gaining partner capital or current account will be debited by their respective share of gain, and sacrificing partner capital account will be credited by their respective share of sacrifice. But suppose if there is net loss on revaluation, then the opposite entry will pass, sacrificing partner capital account debit or current account debit if there is fixed capital to gaining partner capital or current account. So these adjusting entry are to be passed when firm don't want to change the value of assets and liability in the new balance sheet. However, hereby you are not supposed to prepare revaluation account. You can simply prepare a table or you can show your working. For example, if there has been an increase in asset, you will show the increase as positive item. Decrease in value of asset, that will be a negative item. If there has been an increase in liability, you show that as negative item. If there has been a decrease in liability, show it as a positive item. If there has been some unrecorded asset, show it as a positive item. If there has been some unrecorded liability, show it as a negative item. So when you will write some positive value and negative value as a result of revaluation, you have to calculate the net impact also. If net effect comes in positive value, then you have to pass this first entry, gaining partner capital account debit to sacrificing partner capital account. Or suppose if net effect is coming in negative value, then you have to calculate sacrificing partner capital, you have to pass the entry sacrificing partner capital account debit to gaining partner capital account. So it's all about this treatment. Thank you.